Welcome to Unique Uzbek English Driving Course. Here you can learn and memorize questions, and their correct answers in Uzbek and get their meaning in English. Definitely the best place to get your Uzbek driving license. Have fun. Which vehicles are allowed to park within the range of these signs? Disabled drivers driving cars and motorcycles with a disabled sign may deviate from the requirements of these signs. Which routes are allowed to be traveled along? The effect of sign 4.1.1 installed at the beginning of a section of the road is valid up to the nearest intersection. The sign does not prohibit turning into yards on the right and other areas adjacent to the road. What vehicles are prohibited from being used without a first aid kit and fire extinguisher? It is prohibited to use vehicles if they are not equipped with some of the following. M2, M3 categories: a hammer used to break windows in case of emergency and a first aid kit. M1, N1, N2, N3 categories: a fire extinguisher, a sign indicating a mandatory stop, or a flashing red light, and a high visibility vest. The first to cross the intersection is At an intersection where roads of equal importance intersect, the driver of a trackless vehicle must give way to vehicles coming from the right. Traffic is prohibited. When hands are extended or lowered to the side, it is allowed to move from the left and right side to the tram, to the right and to the right of non-rail vehicles. All vehicles are prohibited from the front and back, when the right hand is extended forward, from the left side to the tram to the left, to non-rail vehicles in all directions. From the front, all vehicles are allowed to move only to the right. The movement of all vehicles from the rear and from the right side is prohibited. Which vehicle driver will cross the intersection first? The driver moving in the direction of the green signal of the additional network lit simultaneously with the prohibitive red or yellow signal of the traffic light must give way to vehicles moving from other directions. Is parking allowed in this location? At intersections of the roadway and on the edge of the intersecting roadway, at a distance of less than 30 meters, except for the opposite side of the side road at three-way intersections, which is separated by a curb line or dividing zone. What actions should the driver perform before starting to move? The driver is not allowed to start moving, maneuver, regrouping, turning, swerving, overtaking and bypassing, and maneuvering before stopping. Should not endanger the movement of participants. How to transport a victim with a thoracic spine injury. In order to avoid injury to the hindbrain, spinal cord, when a spinal cord is injured, it is important to prevent the spinal cord from collapsing. In order to ensure minimal movement of the spine, it is necessary to place the injured person on a hard plane and limit his movement as much as possible. A vehicle marked with this distinctive sign. Long-sized vehicle, a vehicle with a length of more than 20 meters, loaded and unloaded, behind road trains with 2 or more trailers, with a red border 40 mm wide, measuring 1,200 by 200 mm, yellow, reflective rectangular sign.
Hope you have learned from this lesson. Any questions you have, please ask on comments. Thank you for your time.